Hello and welcome to Bloom and Beyond. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and the title of this episode is Mental Health Matters. Mental Health Awareness Month isn't just about raising awareness. It's about changing the way we talk about mental health, support one another, and take action. In this episode, we're going deeper. What mental health really looks like, why silence is dangerous, how to recognize when something's not quite right, and what you can do starting today to move forward toward healing. Mental health affects all of us, whether you yourself are struggling or whether you know someone who is. Addressing mental health is imperative, as it's about how we feel, how we cope, how we connect, and how we function when others see us and when no one else is watching. I want to start with a phrase that I hear a lot. It's okay to not be okay. Now, I don't believe it's truly okay to not be okay. What I believe is it's okay to admit when you're not okay, because honesty is the beginning of healing. But staying in that place of despair, disconnection, or depletion without support, that's not okay. That's survival, and we all deserve more than just surviving. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I feel like myself, I'm just surviving, not thriving. Life changes for me. Changing my career, empty nesting, breaking my leg, the lack of a partner for support and sharing, all of those have affected me profoundly. And some days I feel like I'm just going through the motions, and much of the time I don't even want to leave the house. I talk to people every day who feel exactly the same way, and that's not okay. We need to understand and address our mental health so that we are enjoying life. Everyone deserves happiness. So let's discuss what mental health is. Mental health isn't just about the absence of mental illness. It's your emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It's how you handle stress. It's how you relate to others. It's how you make decisions, solve problems, recover from disappointment, and respond to joy. Mental health affects how you show up in your relationships, in your work, in your parenting, and in how you show up for yourself. And like I mentioned, many of us are walking around not okay. We're burned out, we're anxious, we're exhausted, we're disconnected, but we're pretending that we're fine. Why do we do this? Because we've been taught that being strong means being silent, that needing help is weakness, and that we should just get over it, or we should count our blessings. But strength isn't silence. Strength is truth. And truth sounds like, I'm not sleeping. I don't feel like myself. I'm snapping at people I love. I feel numb all the time. I don't know how to keep doing this. And those are some of the signs that your mental health might need attention. So let's discuss some other signs. These don't have to be dramatic, and a lot of the time they're very subtle. So here are a few to watch for. You're always tired, even when you feel like you've gotten enough sleep. You're anxious or overwhelmed by small things. You've lost interest in things that used to bring you joy. You feel emotionally numb, not happy, not sad, just kind of flat. And you isolate or withdraw from texts, calls, social events. You're more irritable than usual. You're struggling to concentrate or make decisions. And you might feel helpless about the future. If any of those are familiar, you're not alone. I can say truthfully that I have felt many of those emotions. This means that your nervous system, your brain, and your body, they're telling you something, and it's time to listen. So why don't we get help when we need it? There are a few big barriers to that. The first is shame. We don't want to be seen as weak, dramatic, or not grateful enough. In comparison, we think, well, other people have it worse. I shouldn't complain. And then fear of what people will think or what it will mean if we really name what's going on. and burned out. We're so depleted that we don't even know where to begin. Lack of support. We don't know where to go or who to turn to. And lastly, we just don't want to take the time to take care of ourselves. We feel like we just need to deal with it and that there are other more important things that we need to do. So here's what I want to say to all of that. Asking for help is strength. Struggling doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. Your pain is valid even if someone else has it worse. You deserve support no matter what you're going through. And you deserve to take some time to address your needs. So what kind of things do help? Like real practical things that support your nervous system, your emotions, and your soul. Here are a few powerful, doable things. First, tell the truth. Start with one safe person. A friend, a partner, a coach, a therapist. Naming what's going on takes courage. If you start talking to a trusted person, you'll probably find that you're going through some very similar experiences. And I cannot stress enough how I've found peace in knowing that I'm not going through things in isolation. Others may understand you, and there's strength in that. And focus on the basics: sleep, nourishment, water, movement. These aren't extras, they're foundational. And I know that we say getting sleep is crucial to our health, but truly making an effort of setting a bedtime routine so that you can sleep, that's critical. Making sure that your body is receiving a well-rounded diet is also huge. If you're only eating convenience foods, you're probably not getting the nutrients that you need. Our diet can make us invigorated or it can deplete us. Take care of yourself in that way. And that also means making sure that you're drinking enough water too. When I say movement, I don't mean that you have to vigorously work out. Maybe you just go for a walk. Do some stretches. Get outside. Do something where you're moving, even just a little. When you're feeling down or struggling with your mental health, sometimes even getting up seems to be too much to do. But that's exactly what you should be doing. Make yourself go for a 10-minute walk if you can. Practice micro rest. Even 3 to 5 minutes of stillness, deep breathing, or silence can calm your system. And I've said before that sometimes doing nothing is actually doing something for yourself. If you just need to be for a few moments, do it. And say no. If your calendar is making you miserable, it's not sustainable. Boundaries protect your peace, and you need to be able to say no without guilt. It's okay to not be everything to everyone. And get help. Whether it's therapy, medication, a support group, coaching, healing is not something you have to do on your own. If you've ever said, I don't even know where to start, here's one simple place. Ask yourself, what do I need to feel better today? And what's one small way I can give that to myself? You're giving yourself the power in this instance. And I want to leave you with this reminder. You don't have to hit rock bottom to get support. You don't have to explain or justify your pain. You don't have to stay stuck. You are worthy of joy. You're worthy of peace and of showing up as your full human self and not just the version that makes other people comfortable. It's not selfish to think of yourself and to put yourself first. You've heard that phrase, you can't pour from an empty bucket. Or the airplane speech, put your mask on before helping others with theirs. You can't be yourself, fully be yourself, when you have nothing else to give. So, take care of you. Thank you for listening, and make sure to make yourself a priority.